Let's make some a classical item, some braised endive or endive. This will go nice with your special dinner, maybe your rack of lamb or your veal chop or your filet mignon. Anyway, we have some endive, sea salt, white wine, sugar, because endives are not the sweetest tasting vegetable, a little thyme, butter, black pepper, and some Espanol sauce. So if you have all these ingredients, it's really a simple item to put together. So let's get started. The size of the endive, well, this one's a little bit smaller than that one's a little bit larger. Anyway, just cut them in half. And then we'll go about sauteing in butter. And we're going to season the endive on this side and then the other side later. Sprinkle a little sea salt on the pieces. Let's put some of the sugar. This is going to help it brown. And then we're going to add more sugar to the item later on. Now let's light up. We're going to saute in the butter. Now, and I want the butter to get a little brown to give it that nutty flavor. And if you didn't want that, you would use clarified butter. So this process will take a few minutes. The endive has to come out soft when finished. And that's what the braising will do. Now I'm going to sprinkle. I lost a little sugar, so we'll put it right there. And the rest of the sugar this will caramelize, and the thyme. A little more sea salt. Now what I have to say is not too high of a flame. Well, that is kind of high. It could be higher, but it's not. So let this saute nicely. The sugar will caramelize. We're going to get nice color on the bottom of this. We'll turn them over. So let this cook even slower, because it has to, we don't want it to burn, but nicely color. So about 3 minutes like this, then I'll turn them over. It's giving off a very pleasant aroma. What could be bad? Sugar, butter, a little thyme, a little salt, a little endive. And then after a few minutes of browning, we're going to splash the white wine in there. Put the Espanol sauce, cover it up, simmer it until they're tender. Simple. Well, maybe not simple, but it's not a very difficult dish. We'll even look at the endive of the endive. See how it's coming along. A little bit brown, not burning. So we'll just let this color nicely. There's no rush here, because these are hard and they have to be braised and they'll be soft. So everything will work out. So it's been a few minutes and it's slightly softening. Let's just turn them over. Give about a minute on this side, and we're going to turn it back over the other way, and we're going to put the wine and a little more heat. And then when we put after the wine in the sauce, it's like, you know how you baste the turkey? So we're going to be basting the endive. Just don't put the sauce in there and leave it. Picking some up and coating the top. So what we don't want is anything burnt on this. So before you start seeing little spots of brown like you're seeing right there, over there, we just turn these over. And let's put the wine. Give that a second to reduce a little. And pull that flavor into your nose. Very nice. Still nice and firm. We'll take the Espanol sauce. And we'll add it. I'm just going to add 1 cup. Let that simmer. Covered. And you'll know when it's done. You can take a kitchen fork, but I like using this little doodad here. Stainless steel rod. Check your potatoes. Check your cheesecake. Check your endive. So when this goes in and pulls out with no resistance, that's it, we're done. And then we'll present this. So let this simmer until it's tender. You know, while the endive is simmering, just take the sauce. And then as you're doing that, taste it. Because this is what the endive will taste like. It lost some of that bitterness because of the sugar. Well, it's been about 10 minutes. It's simmering, as you see, nice and slow. And in a couple of minutes we'll be done. Well, that's it. They are done. Easy going in and out with my little probe. So we'll just shut this off and then we'll make a plate to present it. Just put a little fresh chopped parsley around and then take the sauce and put the points of the endive to the edge of the plate and then just put a little sauce. There you go. Here's some nice braised endive. I hope you enjoy this.